Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining from. My name is Tomiwa Adebola, and I'm a Google Digital Skills Trainer with Converge Media. I'm talking to you from Lagos, Nigeria, and my own time is 5 p.m. today. But I realize that some people may be joining from different time zones, so that's the reason for my greeting, saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are joining from. I'm so excited about today's training, and whenever I have the opportunity to share knowledge like this, it is always very special to me. And I know I have a lot of people on this session today that is interested in learning about how you can build your brand and sell online. But before I proceed, I just want us to do like a quick introduction. Maybe you can use the comment chat, just type in your name, your business, and then your expectation from this training. But before I proceed, I want to introduce my colleague. He's going to be moderating this session. His name is Benjamin. You are going to be meeting him over the comment section. So if you have questions, if I'm going too fast, if you want me to repeat something, if you have a contribution, you can use the comment section, and then I'll do well to engage with you as much as I can. But then before I move forward, we have about 45 minutes to spend in sharing, in covering this topic, and then I'm going to just go right into it. So let me see if I have some responses. Please keep those responses coming from wherever you're joining us, so that this session can be highly engaging and we can get the best out of this together. So like I mentioned, we are going to be covering three agendas on this training. The first one is how you can establish your brand online. We want to cover how you can establish your brand online. Before now, a lot of brands have been doing businesses online. However, because of last year global situation due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of businesses are starting to rethink their process and seeing how they can further establish themselves more online. And we are here to share with you tips on how to thrive, if that is what you want to really do, to take your business online. Then the second one is you want to see how you can develop your e-commerce offering. Selling online is a big thing, and then in the course of the lesson, you're going to be seeing some statistics to prove that. And we also want to share tips with you on how you can be successful selling online. And then finally, we want to see how you can utilize social media to drive sales online. Social media is a powerful tool. People spend a lot of time on different social media, maybe Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever social media they are on. And your business can leverage on this to connect with customers, to increase your consideration, and to also drive sales online. So again, just let me go back to the comment box and see if I have some introduction, or if I have a few people online tell me their name, their business, and their expectation from this training. So I have Victoria. Victoria, you're welcome. And then I have Jane. Jane, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. So in the course of 45 minutes, I hope that you would have learned a lot, practical things to directly use on your business. As you're introducing yourself, I also want you to comment on your expectation from this training. That sort of like help us to do a sort of evaluation after the session to see if expectations are met. And then if you have further questions also, we have a learning portal where you can learn more. You can go to g.co/digital skills, and then you can learn more about all of these things that I'm speaking about here today, and then also register for a lot of courses that are there just to help you succeed online. So going forward, how do you currently market your business? Can I get responses on how you currently market your business? For me, in the course of my practical career as a digital marketer, I've interacted with businesses that have used a lot of digital channels to market their business. I work with a business that their strategy is solely SEO, and then leveraging organic growth for their business. While I've also worked with some businesses that are so keen in using LinkedIn to generate leads and to drive sales. But I'm keen to know how you currently market your business online. And of course, also on WhatsApp, a lot of business activities go on WhatsApp. but I just want to get responses from you on how you currently manage your business online, and so that we can make this class as interactive as possible. Although it's virtual, but then when you are talking back, I feed off your energy, and then I'm excited about sharing with you more about the knowledge that I have, and then that way we can look at each other's experiences and learn from it also. So while the comments are coming in, let me just move forward. And the first thing that we'll be talking about today is establish your brand online. Just a recap. I said three on the agenda. We have three things. The first one is establish your brand online. The second one is how you can develop your e-commerce offering. While the third one is how you can utilize social media to drive sales. And the first one we're going to be talking about is establish your brand online. Okay, so I have a comment from Odewale Emmanuel. It says leveraging on social media space to market. That's fantastic, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for that response. So please keep the comments coming, and then we can have a very good time sharing knowledge with each other. So let's start with this question. What benefits are brought to businesses by going online? Do you think it's really even important to go online? Or if I go online eventually, what benefits does my business stand to gain? What do I tend to get if I go online? For me, let me go first. One of the things that I have seen that going online can do for a business, it's number one, it helps you to reach wider audience. And it also helps you to reach people where they are. There is a common phrase nowadays that we don't go online anymore, we live online. And right now, for a lot of us, whenever we need information or we need to validate an idea or want to find out about a business or want to get some reviews, we tend to go online first and get those information. So when your business is online, it has a lot of advantages. And as we go on, we are going to be seeing some of those advantages together. But I would like to get your response on what benefits do you think going online is going to bring for your business? How do you think it's going to help you achieve your business goals going online? I have a statistics here. According to Statista, Internet Business Statistics from Statista reveals that 1.79 billion people bought goods and services online last year. That is up from 1.66 billion the previous year. And this figure keeps going up. This is to tell you that e-commerce is thriving online and people are more willing to do business online. Another statistics I have is 97% of people learn about a business online than anywhere else. Have you ever attended an event or hear about a business or visit a restaurant or lodge in an hotel or do whatever business activity and then you get a survey to fill? How did you hear about us? This statistics is telling us that 97% of people often learn about a business, especially a new business, online rather than anywhere else. In those statistics we have, it is estimated that by the year 2040, 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce. And the statistics source is NASDAQ. So if we have all of these statistics, that is validating the idea that people are running a lot of businesses online and customers prefer to do business online. It is so important for you as a business owner to make sure that your business is well established online. Here is how businesses use the internet currently. Number one, people sell products online. And then not just that people sell products online, people also buy products online. One of the basic uses of the internet for business is to sell products and services. Business create e-commerce websites to sell anything from cell phones, contracts, to books, to CDs, and we have a lot of examples of them. Even food, people also sell food online. So another thing that people do online is to reach customers. People reach customers online, and apart from reaching customers, people also advertise online. So businesses use the internet to find new customers through online advertising, through text, banner ads, through their websites, through social media, through different campaigns like pay-per-click campaigns. We're going to talk about some of these terminologies more later in the lesson. And then another reason why people use the internet is also to research on competition. And researching on competition have advantages. It helps you know what is going on. It helps you to know what your competitors are doing, and it helps you to see how customers are also reaching your competitors so that you can better up your game also. So it is important for you to consider what your online goal is. So as a business owner or as a business manager or as somebody intending to take their business online, or they have taken their business online already, do you want to sell products online? Do you want to buy products? Do you want to advertise? Are you looking to reach new customers, or do you want to research your competition? And whatever your goal is, it could also be a mixture of all of this or some of this. For instance, you could just want to sell products and reach customers while keeping an eye on your competitors also. So can I ask a quick questions? Where do you think you can do all of these things online? Like for each category, where do you think you can sell products online? Where do you think you can buy products online? Where do you think you can advertise online? Where do you think you can reach new customers online? And where can you get insights or information about your competitors online? You can use the comment chat again to talk back to me. And then maybe for people that are just joining us, I introduced my colleague earlier, Benjamin. He's going to be moderating this session on the chat, and then you're going to be hearing more from him. But then from time to time, I'll go back to the chat and then engage with some comments so that this is as interactive as possible. So I have this response from Ayokome that says it broadens your target audience beyond your contacts. And this is really, really fantastic. When you look at your contacts, or maybe when you share a particular story on your WhatsApp, for instance, the people that are eligible to see it are people that you have their contacts alone. But then when you go online and use social media or use tools like Google Ads to reach more people, or you do your SEO very well to reach more people at the point of their need when they are looking for your goods or service, you tend to reach a larger audience base, and that is fantastic and a good potential for business also. Thank you so much for that response. So please, let's keep the comments coming. If you think I'm too fast, let me know. And if you think I'm too slow, I'm going to speed up and then we can move faster. So let's go to build an online presence. In the digital age, it's absolutely essential for your business to have an online presence. Whether it is a website, an e-commerce platform, a social media page, or a combination of all three, it is important that you get your company where people can interact with you easily. And this will help you to reap all of the major benefits of being online. Even if your company does not conduct business online, customers and potential customers are expecting to see you online. Thereby, you are gaining visibility, awareness. It is easy for people to reach you, and then they can start a business conversation with you. If people don't see you online, you could be losing out on the opportunity to increase your customer base and get the word out about your business. Another opportunity you can lose if your business is not well represented online is that it becomes hard for people to trust you. Many times when people see a business online, one of the ways people tend to validate their information that they see offline is by going on Google and finding out if there's something about that business. And not just finding out there's something about that business alone, people tend to see reviews. What are other people saying about this business? Can I do business with them? What are the things that they've done before that can impress me to start a business conversation with them? So as a business owner, it's important for you to take cognizance of all of those and then put good representation and good information about yourself online. So we have some examples here like Imveli Designs of how they put their business online. We have Juma Atos that use Wix to build a website, and both have a Google My Business registered. Later on, I'm going to talk with you about Google My Business and why Google My Business is a fantastic tool for getting your business online. All businesses, no matter how small, should have a website. It can be extremely basic, but it should contain the fundamental information customers, both existing and potential customers, need. So you don't want to put information on your website that are not relevant to people. What are the information that are relevant to people? People want to know about you. They want to know who they are doing business with. People want to know what products you are selling, what services you are offering. So it's good to put those information out there. People want to know how you deliver your product or service. Do you do e-delivery? Do you want people to visit your shop locally? And people also want your contact details also. The easier you make all of this information, the easier you make all of this information easy to get online, the better it is your user experience and how you interact with your customers online. And that have a lot of advantages also. Now, the different types of platforms available for you online. Before I go and deep dive into this, let me go back to the comments also and see if I have some questions or some contributions that would help this class to be more interactive also. Okay, so I have a contribution from Miriam. You can reach more customers on IG and Facebook. Thank you so much, Miriam, for that comment. It is absolutely correct. You can reach a lot of customers on Facebook and Instagram. So explaining this, your own website, it is your very own. So it is important for you to have a website, but then at first, probably because of setting it up, you may not want to have a website yet, but getting a website is really easy. And one of the advantages of being registered on Google My Business is when you verify your Google My Business, Google has a provision for getting you a free website. So having your own website is important. It's like setting up your own shop online. It's like buying your own land online, which is totally your own, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can interact with your customer. You can build, you can increase your email database and nurture your audience. You can do a lot of things from your website. The next one is social media. This is where you market your business among different demographics. So you can do all of this on social media. It's an interactive platform accessible to large and varying audience. Another one is e-commerce platform, where you sell your product or your service through an online platform. Then another one is an online directory or a business listing. This is an online list of catalog of contacts or websites. A good example of them is Google My Business, which is an online business directory. And then you read about probably brands like booking.com and hotels.ng, which are like online directory for hotels. And then we have a lot of those also. I'll be showing with you some of those examples as we go on in the training. So we are going to run through what each platform is in more detail and how to set up with Avenue. So we are going into details of each platform and how you can set it up for your business. So I have more statistics here about e-commerce. If you are not already convinced that having an online presence is going to benefit your business, here are some statistics on e-commerce in Africa. And these statistics are focused on Africa just for you to also understand some of the local advantages we have here when it comes to the market segment in Africa. There are 400 million internet users in Africa, and this is only second to China alone in the entire world. Africa makes up 10% of global retail sales, which has an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. Africa generated 16.5 billion from e-commerce alone in 2017, and this figure tends to grow year by year. In fact, I know that this number has most definitely increased by now. So what e-commerce platforms are out there and how can you take advantages of them? Just a moment. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose and I just quickly did that before coming back on. So talking about e-commerce, so what e-commerce platforms are out there and how do you take advantage of them? So for e-commerce platform, we have Amazon, we have Konga, we have Jumia, we have even much more. But before I go to the others, let's just see what an e-commerce allows you to do as a business. E-commerce platforms are the backbone of any online retail enterprise, allowing the front end and back end to work efficiently. When you get your business on an e-commerce platform, it helps your customer to trust you. And you're not just doing everything on your own. You have support. You have templates to work with. You have support from those platforms. and you can learn how to do things better rather than running on your own. So let's see other example of e-commerce, which are marketplaces. We have here Bid or Buy, we have gg.ng, and we have Qmail. So Qmail is an online shopping in Africa. It is Kenya's largest online shopping mall. And then we have Bid or Buy, online marketplace from South Africa where you can trade and sell. And we have Gigi, which is from Nigeria, and it's similar to Bid or Buy. You can buy anything from vehicles to properties to health to beauty products to tools and also services on Gigi. So that's a marketplace. And it's important for you to know the difference between an e-commerce platform and also a marketplace. So we also have online business directories. So online business directories, we have Yellow Pages of Africa, we have Africa business pages, and we have different online directories. We have a whole lot like we have different business listing. There's VConnect, there's hotels.ng, and a whole lot of them also. So let's go through how to get listed on an online business directory. In case we have businesses here that want to get listed on an online business directory and you don't know how to go about it, here are practical steps on how you can get that done. But before I dive into this, let me visit my comment page again to see if I have some contributions that I should talk about. Okay. So I think, Benjamin, I've been doing a good work engaging with you on the comment section. So if I have anything that needs to be brought to my attention, I'm definitely going to talk on that. But how to get listed on an online business directory? Getting listed on an online business directory is simple. There are a lot of different business directories you could use, but the process is similar for anyone that you want to choose to list your business on. So the first thing you want to do is to register your business detail. What is your business name? How do people contact you? What are your opening hours? What's your business address? Do you do business virtually or people come to your place offline? Then you also want to enter your location information, like your country or region that your business is based. You want to enter your contact, just like I've talked about before. And then you want to put some personal details into setting up your account. Many times, these are just things that people use to verify if that business is actually real or not. Because one of the things that, as much as getting information online is fantastic, one of the bad experience to have online is getting access to wrong information. So online business directory, taking some personal details to verify if your business is actually what you said it is, if it's actually located where you said it is, and the services you are offering are actually what you are offering. So let's do a run through on how to get your business on social media. With the right marketing plan, you can use social media platforms to create successful campaigns and increase sales, brand recognition, and customer services online. So to set up your business account on different social media platforms varies. There are different ways you do it. But then many of it will involve you signing up, adding pictures, creating a username, and add your business details. Most social media websites provide a landing page and guide on how to set up an account. I know for Facebook, apart from having an account, you need to set up a Facebook page, which is what is designed for business also. And even while you do that, if you want to advertise, you need to set up like a Facebook ad account or a business account. While for Instagram, you just need to set up an handle, which you can then upgrade to a business account. WhatsApp also have a business account. For LinkedIn, you can set up company pages. For Twitter, also you can have an account. And for YouTube, you can set up a YouTube channel for your business. Different social media can help you connect with different types of audiences. So it's worth doing some research before you pick one or two social media platforms you want to use. So the kind of research you want to do is you want to make sure that you are reaching your audiences exactly where they are. We are going to cover this later in this lesson. Let me take a pause now before I go to the next section of this training so far to get some feedback. So do you have some questions? Do you think I'm too fast? I'm too slow? Have you learned some things new? Do you think some informations are practical enough that you can apply in your business after now? So let me get those responses before I move forward. Okay, so I have silver here. Right now on the training, I have over 20 people on the training. And thank you for joining. So one of the things that you can do for us is you can also tell us where you are joining from and then your expectation from this training also. So if you have questions that you want to ask, please keep those questions coming. I'll just move on to the next part because of our time. And this is how you can develop your e-commerce offering. This is so important. And one of the reasons why this is so important is that, remember when I covered statistics about how much businesses is being done online, about how much is being done online. So it's important for you to set up your e-commerce online. So setting up your e-commerce online, one of the first things that you want to do is you want to pick a domain. So what is a domain name? A domain name is a name of a website. This is what customers will use to find you. And no other person can use your domain name. So your domain name is just for you. You can buy a domain name from different domain registrar. You can go to domains.google.com and buy a domain name. You can go to other domain registrar also to buy a domain name from them. When you buy a domain name, you purchase the name of your site, so others cannot use it. However, buying a domain name is not the same as having a website. What you have is just the name that you call your website, so you still have to go ahead and build a website. A domain name can be a combination of letters and numbers, and it can use a combination of various domain name extensions such as .com, .net, .com.ng, and so on. In fact, nowadays there are a lot of more customizable domain name. For instance, you can do something like tomiwa.digital. You can do something like, let me use somebody's name on this call. You can do something like Gabriel.xyz. And that is fantastic, right? That is interesting. So there are many sites you can register a domain name on, just like I've mentioned before, but then you can go to domains.google.com to get a domain name. So I have a fun fact here. Computers use IP addresses, which are a series of numbers. However, it is difficult for humans to remember strings of numbers. Because of this, domain names were developed and used to identify entities on the internet. So one of the tips in picking a domain name is that you want to pick something that is easy to remember. You want to pick something that is not too long. And you want to pick something that, that is easily relatable with your business name also. So how can you secure a domain name? You can secure a domain name also on these platforms like Domain King, like Bluehost, and then also on GoDaddy also. So building your site. Building a website requires learning how to code, essentially learning HTML, CSS, and different other technologies like JavaScript, PHP, and so on that you want to use. However, there are simpler and easier ways to build websites. Nowadays, anybody can easily create a new website using a website builder. And a website builder you can use Google Sites, you can use Wix, you can use WordPress, and so other ones that are available. Whether you own a small business or you are looking to create your own blog, website builders makes it so easy for you to build your website. And you can also hire a professional web designer to professionally design a website for you. By using website building platform, anyone can achieve a professionally designed site without using a web designer. So you can go to Google Sites, you can go to sites.google.com and check it out, or you go to wix.com to see how you can build a website using a website builder. So just a moment, I need to blow my nose again, so I'll be back. Apologies for that. So moving forward, we want to talk about how you can utilize customized templates to build websites, or you can also build it from scratch. But then many times it's not fancy to build things from scratch because many of the templates and the designs that you need have already been professionally crafted. So you can just leverage on those templates and use them. So most website builders have templates, existing templates that you can use on Google Sites, on Wix that you can use and you can customize, and you can get your website ready as quick as possible. Another thing that you do when you have a when you have a template is that you want to upload your own unique content. So you want to upload your images, your text, and any other media files that you have, maybe a video or anything that you want to use to interact with your customers. Now, it's important that the pictures you're uploading or the text, they are your own, or you have the rights to use them. That way, it also helps your SEO and you don't get flagged for copyright. So here are some best practices when creating content for your website. Number one, you want to prioritize your audience. You want to research on your competitors, and then you want to also learn how SEO works. Because you want to build something that is useful. You want to build something that is engaging. You want to build something that your audience will have a good time using and to not be an headache for them. It is tempting to make your website copy all about you, but your site will resonate more with your visitors. So it is not about you. You have to think about your audience first. Think about what they want to hear. Think about the most important information to them. That doesn't mean that what you write won't talk about you, but it's important to look at it from your customer's angle. That way, you can design something that is easy, that they can use easily, and they can have more experience using, and eventually that converts to nailing your marketing and your business goals. Another thing you can also do is that you can research your competitors, figure out your unique positioning, take a little time to research other websites doing something similar to yours. What do you think you can do different? What do you think they are doing well that you can do better? Highlight what makes you special on your website so that visitors can know why they should stick around on your website rather than your competitors. Then it's also important to learn about search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is so fantastic because this is why search engine optimization is important. Many times when a new or potential customer is looking for you, chances are they would not know your business name or even your domain name to visit your website directly. Chances are they will go on websites like Google and using keywords that are related to your product or your services. So learning SEO helps you to build your website in such a way that it is SEO friendly, your pages can rank higher, and people can get to find your website easily as possible. So search engine optimization is just everything you do to increase your chances of ranking higher on the search engine. And there are different ways of doing this. There's the on-page SEO and there's the off-page SEO. So on-page SEO is everything you do on your website to make your website have a better chance of ranking. Things like how you put your header tags on your website, how you write your copy, the quality of your picture, how fast your website loads, and so on. Why off-page SEO are other things that you do to also increase the chances of your website ranking higher on search engine ranking page. So things like how popular you are on social media, the engagement time of your website, how many backlinks you have, and so on, help your business rank higher. Because for people just seeing your business online, it's not just seeing your business online. Google has this mission to organize the world information and to make it universally accessible to people all around the world. And Google is not just interested in organizing information and making it accessible. Google is also interested in relevance. So you want to make sure that your website is relevant, it matches the intent of the person that is coming online for your business to show more easily and for you to achieve more marketing goals online. So here are 5 things for you to note when you are considering setting up e-commerce online. These things are crucial and they are very, very important. Number 1, you want to set up like promotion and discount code tools. You can do this by using plugins, using web builders. Maybe you have some discounts. Maybe you have some, for instance, we're in Ramadan period. Maybe you have some Ramadan discount. Maybe you have some Black Friday discount. Or maybe you just have a TGIF discount, just like how today is Friday. So you can set up things like that on your e-commerce platform using plugins. The second thing is that you want to make it easy to check out. You don't want people to want to buy your goods and services and it's so hard for them to check out or see where to pay or where to enter their information and so on. In case maybe you are not selling a digital product that people can buy online, maybe you want to drive people to come to your store online, one of the things that you may also want to do is to understand what they want to achieve and then put a contact information and then you then engage them after they click a submit button or something like that. Then also you want to pay attention to search engine optimization. And then you want to look at how you can integrate your email marketing. Because one of the reasons why email marketing is important is there's something we call customer journey. And there are different frameworks for customer journey, but one of the most popular one is the AIDA framework. So the AIDA framework just stands for AIDA, which is awareness, interest, desire, and action. And this framework is just explaining that many times online, before people buy from you, the first stage is when they get aware about you. While the second stage is where their interest is getting built up about you before they start to desire you and take an action that you want them to take, either to buy from you or to subscribe to something. So it's possible that a new visitor gets on your website and they are not interested in buying right away. But then if you develop your landing page very well and your website very well, you can get their contacts like email, and then you can nurture that leads to build up their interest and to be able to buy from you later on in the future. Apart from that, there are several reasons why somebody may break out of your customer journey. Maybe the price is not what they're expecting, or they didn't get enough description on your product, or the picture is not crisp enough. Having an email marketing integration gives you a second chance to do a remarketing to them. Another thing you also want to set up is to set up a multiple payment option. You want to make it possible for people to pay via their debit cards or using USSD codes or bank transfer or whichever payment option that is easier for them. So as a business, it's also important for you to set up those things while setting up your e-commerce on website builders. And the easy way to do all of these things is you can use plugins. Now, before I move forward, let me also go to the comment section to see if I have some questions or things that need my attention. So I have a comment from Ayokumi. SEO means search engine optimization. Thank you so much. I have Samuel is saying joining from Akwa Ibom. Thank you for joining. I have Olufumlayo joining from Lagos, and then there's Debbie joining from Benin City. Thanks so much for joining. And then I have Modupe joining from Ibadan, and then there's Abel joining from Ogun State. Thank you, Abel. So please keep those comments coming in. If you have more questions, just let me know. So let me proceed. Thank you so much. The comment section is highly engaging, and that is giving me a lot of energy to move forward. So where do you download plugins? So many times plugins are usually available on the website builders you are using, but then in case you need more clarification on where to download, number one, you can see WooCommerce. You can go to WooCommerce to download. You can go to Easy Digital Downloads, and you can go to WP E-commerce. So another thing that is important to note is that it is important to make your website mobile friendly. And here is why it's so important to make your website mobile friendly. 2.4 billion people will shop online worldwide by 2021, and we're already in 2021. This statistics was collected some years back. 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya as we speak, and 50% of customers shop more on mobile than in-store. So for whatever you are doing online, it's important to think mobile first. You want your website to be responsive. You want people to have good experience on your website using mobile. And then because your website is often accessed from mobile, you can take advantage of some things, like some widgets. Like you can add a call widget for people to call you directly. You can add a live chat widget for people to live chat with you on your preferred instant messaging platform, either on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or any instant messaging platforms that you like. So for whatever strategy you are doing about setting up your e-commerce, it's also important to think about mobile also. I have a few minutes left to go on this training. We've started since 5 p.m. and thank you for sticking around with me. We'll still go to the last part of the session. So one of the easiest way you can check if your site is mobile friendly is Google have a free test where you can test your site is mobile friendly. You can just go to g.co/test my site, and then you enter your domain name, and then After you give it a minute, it's going to give you a report on how fast your website loads, on different things, on how your website performs basically on mobile. And then there are things that you need to fix. You can also generate a free report that you get a guidance on things to fix. So let me pause for some questions before I go to the final part, which is how you can utilize social media to drive sales. And with that, we'll be ending this training in some minutes. So do I have some questions? Okay, I have a question from Ayokumi. Please, can we get the materials after this training? Unfortunately, you cannot get these materials. However, if you want to learn about all of these things that I'm talking about, you can go to g.co/digital skills to learn more. Google have a lot of free courses there that can take you in depth to all of these things. Even there are some modules in the courses that cover topics like coding, and then now you can use data analytics and so on. And one of the reasons why we can't share this material with you is because they are confidential and they are only used for training purposes alone. However, you can feel free to take screenshots. Maybe there are some important points that you want to note. You can jot them down. And then one of the things that you can also do is that you can follow Digital Skills Africa online and you can interact with us. On Facebook is Digital Skills for Africa. On Instagram is at Google Digital Skills. And on Twitter, it's also Google Digital Skills also. And you see a lot of helpful tips that have been shared daily on these platforms that can take your business to where you want it to be online. Let me see if I have more questions. Okay, will the YouTube live be open for some hours so participants can catch the replay? Yes, I think for some hours you would have the replay to watch, but then after a while it may not be available. Benjamin, you can help me confirm that if it will be available, but I know also that for some minutes, like I'm certain of like an hour after now, you can have it for a rewatch on YouTube. Thank you so much for that question, Victoria. Okay, so Modupe say I'm fast. Thank you so much for that feedback, Modupe. So I'm going to just take a pause and reduce the pace so that we can digest all of these things better. So the final part, how you can utilize social media to drive sales online. Let me ask a quick question. How can social media benefit your business? And this is so important. One of the things is that in businesses, for almost everything you do, it starts by a conversation. And social media can help you to get that conversation started. Many times, even when customers are not looking for you, you can do something that will spike their interest and get conversation started. One of the tips that I've seen that people use online, especially on Instagram, is people tend to use videos, pictures that are attention grabbing and can quickly catch people's attention to promote their goods or services. And then people use tactics like creating urgency and creating scarcity to prompt people to talk. So you see something like, oh, buy this blouse, only 3 of these blouses available, and it's only available for 5 hours. You see people also use ideas like this blouse is going for half of the amount or things like that. And when you do something like that on social media, it prompts your audience to respond back to you, and then you get a conversation started. Thank you so much, Deborah. You said the webinar is really insightful. I'm so glad for that. So let's just move forward. So here are the benefits of social media. Number one, you can use social media to sell. You can reach new audiences. You can create new opportunities. Just like I said, you can ignite a spark. Even when people are not thinking of buying from you before, you can take their attention and then you can start a business conversation with them. You can also add value to your brand. This is so important. There's a particular phrase that people often say. People say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I don't know how true that is. So social media is also a way for you to show what your business also care about, how much you care about your customer, how far you can go because of them, your competitive advantages, what you do. So you can use social media to raise your brand value. You can start a two-way conversation. You can gain valuable customer insights. Like you can drop a poll and then have people talk back to you. Can somebody just tell me an example of your business? You can use it as an example to explain a point about how you can get customer insight. Then you can also improve your marketing by targeting specific people online. When you do social media adverts, you can target people based on their demography or psychography. What I mean by demography is you can target people based on their social standing, maybe their age, their location, their interest, their career options, and so on. And their psychography based on what they are interested in. Are they football fans? Are they fashion people? Do they like photography? And so on. Then you can also build relationship and networks. You can, if you're a B2B business, you can connect with people on social media, especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so fantastic. And LinkedIn have a premium tool called LinkedIn Sales Navigator that helps you to filter a category of audiences and connect with them directly using in-messages. You can also stay competitive and stay on top of your game. You can show people new trends. You can show people new things that you are doing on social media. So it's important for you to know that social media, first of all, is to create a connection, is to establish a connection with your existing customers and also your potential customers. And apart from getting new customers, it's also important for you to engage with your existing customers on social media. Imagine if one of your customers is celebrating their birthday online and you just make a post and do a shout out for that customer, and maybe you offer them just a birthday discount. That customer will tend to remember something like that even months after, because you're able to create a connection with them on social media. So let me move forward. How do you set up your social media strategy? We have 5 categories of setting up your social media strategy. The first one is that you want to look at your audience. You want your audience to be well defined. You want to itemize your business goals. You want to look at your social media platforms, the tone of your voice, and then you want to determine what success is for you online. So when it comes to audience, who are your audience? What are they interested in? What influences them? Where are they usually online? Which social media do they use? So you want to be able to answer all of these 5 questions as much as you can answer them. Giving an insight about who your audience are, what is their demography, what's their psychography? What are they interested in? What is their pain point? What constitutes a good product or a good service for them? And you can evaluate this using what we call marketing piece. I don't know if you've read about marketing piece before. So marketing piece, some people say they are 5, some people say they are 7. But for the sake of this training, we'll say they are 5. So marketing piece like price, like promotion, like place, price, promotion, place, products, and at the center of it, people. So you want to see how you can tweak any of this marketing piece to your advantage. Again, I have limited time on this webinar. If you want to learn more, you can go to g.co/digital skills to learn more. I would have liked to talk about marketing piece more, but this is just for products. Essentially, you can say what constitutes a good product for my customers, and how do I show that as much as I can to answer the question of what they are interested in. What price point is good for my customer? What influences them? Who are their influencers? So the next thing also is that you want to itemize your business goals. What are your business goals? Is it that you want to give a better customer service? Do you want to grow your brand awareness? You want more people to know you? Do you want to generate more sales? Or do you want more people to visit your website or your physical store offline? So all of these things is good to itemize it. And all of these guides, all of the things that you are doing online, from your content creation to every other thing that you do online. You also want to look at social media platforms that your customers are on. So you want to consider your business focus, your lifestyle. It is also always good to start with 1 or 2 social media before you also try other ones. So while it may be tempting to be on all social media, please know that the decision is not just for you alone. You want to study your customers and know where they are on, and then you want to start with 1 or 2, and then you grow from there. Then the next one is you want to look at your messaging. What does my brand stand for? There are some brands on Instagram, on Facebook. I don't know how many people have read about thrift store before on social media, like a thrift store that sells things. And all their messaging is about is, when you come to our handle, when you come to our brand, you can get quality things at the lowest price you can get. And that is a particular tone of business. While there could be another brand that you're into luxury products, and you use that tone to talk to your customers. Everybody's audiences is different. So you want to look at your logo, the font colors that you use, the tone of your voice, the personality, your do's and don'ts, your style of your images. You want to be careful about all of those things so that people can really know what you stand for online. Then what is success to you? It's important for somebody to be on social media and you don't really know what is success to you. It is important at this stage to know that what constitutes success to you is what you have defined as your business goal that we talked about earlier. So if your business goal is to gain more awareness, what success to you could be how many impressions is your post having, how many people is following you online. If what your goal is to make more sales online, even if you have little followers online and many people are sliding to your DMs and asking about your products, that will be a success to you. So it's important to identify what constitutes success to you. And if what constitutes success to you is you want to redirect traffic to your website, just like how content publishing platforms does. Like say a news publishing platform, or you are a blogger, or you are a YouTube creator, or whatever you do, what constitutes success to you is to redirect traffic to your YouTube channel or to your website. And you want to look at your insights and see how much you are doing that. So everybody's successes are different online. While some people, I know one of the things that is always good to have online is having a lot of followers, which is always good. But then sometimes there are businesses that don't have as much followers as other businesses and are making more sales than those other businesses. So it's just on what constitutes success for you. So let me ask you a question. Which social media platform does your business currently use? So Tabel asked a question, how do we get the certificate? So I want to encourage you to fill attendance. Benjamin will talk to you more about that. So please fill your attendance and then we'll communicate to you more later on if you are going to get a certificate or not. But the important thing is to fill in the attendance with your correct information, your name, your email, and make sure they are correct. So let me get a response back from you. Which social media does your business currently use right now? And what is like your experience with it? Twitter. So Twitter is good for quick conversation and PR. You can create a professional looking profile, header image, and have a username. Then you can get noticed and join conversation, climb on trends, ask questions, run polls. You can retweet and engage with people on Twitter. And then you can also use pinned tweets to display important messages that you always want people to see on your profile. The next one I want to talk about is Facebook. So Facebook is great for helping customers find you and see what your business is about. There are over 2 billion people that are active monthly on Facebook. You can have a link to your main website. You can put your opening hours. You can change your call to action. So maybe you want people to contact you, to message you, to shop now from your page. And then you can use videos to also generate more interest on Facebook. Another platform is Instagram. Instagram, you can grab a lot of attention on Instagram. You can publish photos and videos and stories. And then you can use hashtags and follow influencers and brands and people to connect more on Instagram. And people can also slide into your DM also, which is a fantastic way of getting a feedback from your customers. LinkedIn is fantastic. LinkedIn is a fantastic tool. You can use it for recruitment. You can use it to drive advocate for your brand. And LinkedIn is also very search engine friendly. And you can also use LinkedIn showcase pages, which is what a lot of people don't really know about, to generate interest that are aligning with your business. So LinkedIn showcase pages are fantastic. For instance, let's say you are a beauty business and you have different interest in the beauty industry. So you could have like a makeup line, a fashion line, a health and wellness line. You can use showcase pages to create all of those niche while connecting everything to your company page. And then you can showcase great products and display thought leadership on LinkedIn also. So with that, I've come to the end of this training. So now let me pause for some questions. It has been an amazing time with you. And I know this training is supposed to be for 45 minutes, but we are in now for 56 minutes. I beg your pardon for taking extra time. But if you think the time is not wasted, if you've learned one or two things, I want to hear back from you from the chat session. Let me know one of the things that you've learned, and let us know if this is actually making real impact. And another thing that I also want you to do before you go is that, what are your next steps? And I don't just want you to answer it in your head. You can just pick up your phone, grab a note on your phone, and just write 3 things that you are going to do after now. It can be things as small as, oh, I want to change my profile picture to depict my business more, or I want to write a description about my business online, or I want to try to register on Google My Business. And how you can do that is go to business.google.com to register. So you might want to write out 3 things that you want to do after now. Remember, having knowledge is good, but then knowledge is not enough. You need to take action based on the knowledge that you've learned. And that is when it translates to wisdom. And that's when you can gain value from all of this knowledge. Thank you so much for joining in. I had a swell time with you. I had a swell time with everybody, with Debbie, with Tabel, with Frank, with Victoria, with Emmanuel, with John. Thank you so much, everybody. And even if I could not mention your name, so one of the things you could also do after now is to follow us on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram to always get tips from us. And then also you can go to g.co/digital skills to learn more after now on different things. Thank you so much, everyone. So if you have any question, keep them coming. I'm going to hang around for a few minutes to answer them. Oh, okay. Tabel says she doesn't know about LinkedIn showcase pages before now. Yes, there's LinkedIn showcase pages, and it's a really fantastic tool, really. Thank you, Jane, for the feedback. Thank you, everyone. I had a swell time, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for this time. I had a swell time on this training. Thanks so much, Ben, for moderating this session. Thank you, everyone. So you can have the recording available in a few minutes, but I will just end now. Bye-bye, and let's grow our business together online and make a lot of money in 2021. Have a good evening and enjoy your Friday. Bye-bye.